because it sounds crazy that I used to buy this stuff. I used to go to the store, waste my time, waste my hard-earned money on toxic plastic water bottles simply because there was a lot of stuff that I didn't know about the water that I was drinking and giving to my family. I want to actually show you why all the top professional athletes, the top celebrities in the world are already drinking this water. I'm talking people like Tom Brady, Lyoto Machida, Floyd Mayweather, the Seattle Seahawks, the LA Dodgers, Paige Hathaway, Kevin Hart, Grant Cardone, Bill Gates. They're all drinking this special water that comes from this machine. It's called a Kangen water machine. And it's simply because there's 3 healthy properties that I'm going to be talking about today. Number 1, the ORP. Number 2, the alkalinity. And number 3, the fact that it hydrates the body faster. And so I'm actually going to demonstrate all the healthy properties and show you why it's better for your health, better for the bank account, and it's definitely better for the planet as well. So a question I get often is, can you stop aging? No, you can't, but you can for sure slow it down, and you can definitely speed it up based on what you're putting into your body. I have an ORP meter. This is exactly what doctors and scientists use to measure antioxidants. It basically measures the potential to reduce oxidation. So if it's a negative number, that means it's good for us, like vitamin C, green tea, cod liver oil. And if it's positive, that means it's bad for us. It actually increases inflammation and speeds up aging, such as soda, sports drinks, carbonated water, and other bottled waters as well. So let's go ahead and start with soda. Soda comes out at positive 500, so that means it's actually terrible for us, right? And then we have sports drinks that's still coming in at positive 420. Carbonated water comes in at positive 380. Aquafina, positive 390. And see, I didn't put all bad waters, I'm just trying to show you guys. Fiji is still coming in at positive 350. And some people paid triple for that. Smart water, and it says it has antioxidants, so it should be a negative number, right? It's still coming in at positive 330. Don't fall for these marketing schemes and marketing ploys, guys. It's simply just lies. And then we have bottled alkaline water, okay, still coming in at positive 200. Kangen water is at negative 650, which is crazy because there's this doctor, Dr. Filter, and he says that you cannot possibly eat enough fruits and vegetables in one day to get the same amount of antioxidants as 1 glass of Kangen water. Now imagine when you and your family start drinking 8 glasses of water every single day. No wonder all these celebrities and top professional athletes are drinking this water and they look younger longer. It's simply because Kangen water has an abundance of antioxidants. Let's talk about the alkalinity of this water. Dr. Warburg actually won a Nobel Prize in 1931 for discovering the root cause of cancer. And he said that cancer and other human diseases cannot exist in an alkaline environment. So what's alkaline? Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, raw juices. What's acidic is everything else. Meat, dairy, egg, cheese, protein, wheat. Even the soda, sports drinks, bottled water that we're drinking, even the air that we breathe is slightly acidic. And when we go to the gym, it releases lactic acid, so we simply cannot avoid it. That's exactly why drinking this Kangen water helps us to maintain a healthy pH inside the body. I actually have some pH drops, right? And so when you drop this into a clear liquid, it's going to give you one of these colors. And it's going to tell us if something is causing sickness inside our body or if something is alkaline and promotes health inside our body. So again, let's start with soda, sports drinks, carbonated water, Aquafina, Fiji, Smart water. And then this is a bottled alkaline water called Essentia. And then we have Kangen water. Now let me go ahead and stir these up for you guys really quick so I can show you what's going on here. So again, soda is so acidic. It's actually almost as acidic as the stomach acid that we use to digest our food. You want to stay away from that stuff, guys. We have Pellegrino, Aquafina, Fiji, Smart water. And now Essentia, this looks like it's pretty good for us, right? So let's talk about bottled alkaline water real quick. I want you to turn it around and ask yourself, why does my water have all these ingredients? And it's simply because you cannot bottle real alkaline water. So they have to add all these toxic chemicals to it in order for it to be alkaline by the time it gets to your house. Sodium bicarbonate, potassium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, calcium chloride, and all this stuff added to it. And so the way I like to explain it is this one has all these ingredients and chemicals and preservatives. This one's fresh, all natural, and nothing's added to it. Watch this. The air that we breathe is actually acidic. I don't know if you guys know this. So if this is a chemical change and Kangen water is a molecular change, what happens when you simply add a little bit of air? Look at that. It's fake. By the time this stuff hits your stomach, it's not even alkaline anymore. It has no health benefits. But because Kangen water is true alkalized water and it's ionized, I can sit here all day and it's not going to change simply because it's the real deal. No chemicals added to it. Let's say that you've been drinking this type of water and your body's a little bit acidic. Now, you'll know when your body is acidic if you are always sick and you're always tired. So let's say you've been buying this essential for 3 times the price. You had no idea that it doesn't even have any of its health benefits and it's still acidic. Watch what happens when you start to drink Kangen water. Your body will actually alkalize itself really quickly. You see that? Same thing as smart water. If you don't take care of the acidity, that's what turns into acid reflux and heartburn and always chronically fatigued and getting sick all the time. Again, your body will alkalize itself really quickly. Now, again with Fiji. Now, Fiji, everybody thinks that's some of the best water out there, but you have to think about it this way, guys. Aquafina and water that's bottled here in the United States, on average, is 4 to 6 months old before you and your family drink it. And that entire time, it's been leaching and absorbing all those toxic chemicals such as BPA in the plastic. Fiji is always going to be 2 to 3 times older. So sometimes you're opening Fiji or Evian, and it could be up to 1.5 to 2 years old. Again, when you start to drink Kangen water, your body will alkalize itself really quickly. And if you have acid reflux and gout and diabetes and arthritis, all this stuff is caused by too much acidity inside the body. Again, your body will alkalize really quickly and you're going to start to flush all that toxic acidic waste from your body. Now, what happens when your body becomes too acidic? So we actually have some sparkling water right here, okay? Don't blink. One more time. You see that? It tries to go alkaline, but at the end of the day, it's just a bottle full of acid. You just shot a whole bunch of acid into your system. Now, sports drinks like Gatorade, Powerade, Propel, vitamin water, I thought the professional athletes were drinking this stuff. Until I started doing more research and found out how many professional athletes are already drinking Kangen water. Think about it, guys. If I'm a professional athlete and I'm paying you thousands of dollars a year as my sports nutritionist telling me what to eat and drink, do you think they're telling our professional athletes to drink a whole bunch of acid when they know that it causes sickness and inflammation inside the body? They're not drinking that stuff. They're dumping it on their coaches. Now watch this. Soda is actually so acidic that it would take about 4 gallons of fresh Kangen water to neutralize one of those bottles that you just shot into your system. This stuff is absolutely detrimental to your body. We're always wondering why so many people are getting sick these days. The #1 cause of death for children 14 and younger, it's cancer. Simply because cancer feeds on acid. Here, let me go ahead and prove a point. This is already pretty watered down, right? This is how acidic this stuff is. There's a sip of soda, sip of soda, sip of soda. So you're feeling good, you have energy, right? And you start drinking soda again, look what happens to your health. Sip of soda. And it's not the color, guys. Here's fresh Kangen water, pure Kangen water. Look at that. You want to stay away from that stuff. If you're really serious about your health for yourself and your family, get rid of soda, get rid of sports drinks, and get that stuff out of your kitchen. So the last thing I want to talk about is the microclustering of the water. It's basically a fancy word for tiny water. When you heat water up, it becomes so small that pretty soon it becomes steam. That's exactly why we need hot water to make tea. So let's go ahead and make some green tea. And so the first thing that I noticed when I started drinking Kangen water was that I didn't get all full and bloated. This water doesn't sit in your stomach, it immediately hits your entire system really quickly. Let's go ahead and make some green tea. And we can use Aquafina first, right? What you'll notice is that it's not going to make green tea simply because it's not hot. It's not small enough to hydrate the tea bag. Kangen water is actually so small that it will immediately make green tea. Look at this. Instant green tea. That's exactly why when we drink bottled water, we get really full, really bloated, right? And let's try to make it with Fiji this time. Nothing. Now, Kangen water, again, since it's so tiny, it's going to instantly brew green tea. If you're a coffee lover, if you like to drink tea, BCAAs, pre-workout, let's just say that this is your coffee and tea, and this is your vitamins and your supplements, your pre-workout, and what they do is they actually just dilute it. We're literally wasting our money if we're mixing our vitamins and supplements with the wrong water. Now, again, Kangen water hydrates the body faster, it helps us to detox, but it also helps us absorb more nutrients. This is what it'll do to your vitamins, your supplements, your protein, your BCAAs, your pre-workout, your energy. It's going to enhance anything that you put with it. What's crazy is there is tea in these cups. You're just not drinking the right water to really pull those nutrients out. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? There's no tea left in that cup, right? When you drink the right water, you're going to bring out those nutrients that you didn't know were there. Look at that. Freaked me out the first time I saw it. Remember, this is one machine that makes 5 different types of water. So the Kangen water is alkalized, loaded with antioxidants, helps you detox and hydrate faster. Then you have clean water that's actually really good for baby formula, baby food, and even taking medication. One of our most popular waters, especially for you ladies watching, is the beauty water. It's the same pH as your skin, so you can actually use it as a facial toner, and you can also use it as a setter for all your makeup. Ulta, Sephora, they sell this stuff for like $30 a bottle, and your machine makes it for free. My favorite are gonna be these two. This is the 2.5 strong acidic water, which is actually so powerful that it can kill staph, mold, mildew, fungus, E. coli, salmonella. It's amazing for eczema, psoriasis, cuts, scrapes, burns, diaper rash. It could replace your Lysol, your Clorox, your Mr. Clean, and it's 100% free of all those harsh toxic chemicals. And so this is the 11.5 strong Kangen. So what we use it on primarily is cleaning in the kitchen to get rid of that tough grease, as well as cleaning your fruits and vegetables to get rid of the pesticides. So I actually have some cherry tomatoes right here, okay? And so what most people do is they go to the store, they buy their cherry tomatoes or all their fresh produce, and they go ahead and they rinse it in tap water. On this side, we're gonna go ahead and just put regular tap water. On this other side, we're gonna put the 11.5 strong Kangen water. We're gonna go ahead and put this one right here on this side. And we're just gonna go ahead and let them sit. While our cherry tomatoes are cleaning, I'm actually gonna show you what's happening to them as we speak. So I actually have some dark sesame oil, and we all know what happens when you mix oil and water, right? When you mix oil and water, they don't mix. We have some sesame oil right here and right here. And I'm using this one because it's dark and it's really easy for us to see. Oil and water don't mix. It's a fact of life. We've known that since what? Elementary school, middle school, and science, okay? Oil, water, don't mix. Look at that. It broke down the oil. It completely emulsified it. This is exactly why people are detoxing their body, lowering their cholesterol, lowering their blood pressure. A lot of people are losing weight just by switching the water that they're drinking. If it can do that to our dark, thick sesame oil, imagine what it could do to our fruits and vegetables. Okay, so again, on this side, we have tap water. And this is what you're taking off your fruits and vegetables when you use regular tap water. Nothing. And this is what you take off when you use the 11.5 strong Kangen water. Look at that. Isn't that disgusting? Look at this. When I saw this, I couldn't consciously go back to giving this to my family. What is that? That's not green tea. That's atrazine. Google atrazine and see what it does to the body. This stuff is terrible for you, and I know for a fact that I don't want to be serving that to my family. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your time. The last thing I want to say is, guys, ignore the hype, but pay very close attention to the facts. There's a reason that so many people all around the world are already experiencing the amazing benefits of having a machine. Get back with the person that invited you to take a look at this video because they truly, honestly, genuinely care about you and your family. True health is the destination, Kangen water is the vehicle, and now that you've seen this video, you have the opportunity to put yourself in the driver's seat. Thank you so much.
different options as far as getting one of these Kangen water systems into your home. And I just want to start off by saying that Kangen water truly is an investment in your health, and just congratulations that you're able to even consider a purchase like this. We have some really affordable options for you, and when I show you some of the stuff with bottled water as far as what it's actually costing you, I think it's going to be a no-brainer for you, as it is for many of our clients. I want to begin by talking a little bit about our company and kind of why these machines are priced the way they are. First of all, we are the original equipment manufacturer of water ionizers. We are the first and longest running ionizer manufacturer in the industry, and we're the only original equipment manufacturer. This means everything is made from our factory in Osaka and Okinawa, Japan. We've been around for over 40 years, since 1974. We're endorsed by the Japanese Association of Preventative Medicine, and over 6,600 doctors in Japan and many holistic doctors here in the US use the Kangen water devices every single day. We're also a member of the DSA, Direct Selling Association, that allows us to obviously do business, and we are an A+ rated member of the Better Business Bureau. And in addition, Enagic is located all over the world. We're in 137 different countries, which is really exciting. So I just want to touch a little bit on our certifications, like why is this special? If you're buying something of value, you obviously want to get quality, and that's what you're getting with the Enagic Kangen water system. So first of all, we are the only ionizer manufacturer in the world to have this gold seal by the WQA. In addition, we are a member of the Direct Selling Association, and we have ISO 9000, ISO 14001, and ISO 13485. If you want, you can visit www.enagic.com to read more into each of these. ISO is the world's leader in factory quality control, and all of our facilities go through a 14-point inspection, both on the actual facility and both on manufacturing the machine. So we have the certifications to back that up. And in addition, the FDA, we are registered with the FDA. As mentioned before, we have an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. We are good with our code of ethics over here. And most importantly and most unique, this Kangen water system that you'll have in your home is actually a certified medical device. Now, it's certified in Japan only, not the US. Why? I don't know. We sort of have sick care here, not health care. But in Japan, these machines are registered as medical devices. So again, if you want to read any more of the nitty-gritty details, I know it says click here, it's just a slideshow, please visit www.enagic.com for that information.
Enagic is in the direct sales industry, which is massive on a global scale. It's one of the largest industries out there. If you stack it up against top grossing industries like the NFL or music or movie, you'd see that direct sales in 2016 alone did $183 billion globally. The largest chunk of that went to the health and wellness category, which is and will always be the largest category in the entire industry. So here we go. Enagic is a leader in global health, and the company is already over 40 years old. Now, it's OEM, so what does that mean? That means they make everything from their devices to their packaging, so they have 100% control over their quality of manufacturing. And they're a member of the Direct Selling Association and the Better Business Bureau. This is a true global business, guys. That's what really got me excited, because I learned that your value is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. So I saw Enagic and I'm like, okay, this is a true global business with water, which is a necessity for life, and they have offices all over the world. So no matter where you meet somebody, whether it's online or offline, you can serve them and their family. I think that's pretty awesome. Enagic is going to be the next mega trend, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but a couple reasons why I love this business is because there's no sign-up fee. There's no monthly qualifications. You don't have to stock up on product or inventory. There's no auto ship or subscription.
no annual renewals, no de-ranking. That's big, guys. You know, you never lose your rank in this business. And there's no licensing required like a lot of the other industries out there. There's basically no gimmicks, you know? And it's accumulative sales. There's easy financing for everyone. And of course, there's international sponsoring since it's a global business. There's 9 ways to earn income, and it pays daily. Now, when it comes to the megatrend thing, you want to position yourself in front of something that almost nobody knows about, yet the majority will own. And this is one of those things, guys. This is the next kitchen appliance. 0.1% of the people out there know about Kangen water. That means that you can talk to 1,000 people and 999 of them have no idea what Kangen water is, but I guarantee they're all gonna want it because everybody drinks water and everybody wants to know what makes them healthy, right? So these are some of the other mega trends out there. Let's talk about the smartphone. Everybody already had a cell phone when the smartphone came out, and the majority of the people didn't even want it. Listen, they're gonna get it, they just don't know it yet. You know, they already had their flip phones and they weren't interested in it. Just give it time. Same thing as these flat screen TVs. Everybody already had 5 TVs in the house. But listen, give it time and the majority of the people will own it. Now, guess what? Almost everybody has flat screen TVs. Now, Kangen water is literally going to be the largest trend that most people have seen. The reason being is, guys, we can't drink bottled water forever. In the United States alone, 29 billion bottles are thrown away every single year. Nobody's living under a rock. People know what's in their water, they just don't know what the solution is. That's why this business is so duplicatable, because we're educating people on really healthy water all over the world. Everybody's already buying it every single day. Most people are overpaying for it. The majority of them are uneducated on what's actually in their water, and most of it is doing more harm than good. So everything just checked out for me. You know, Enagic built a solid foundation in the Japanese market. It's a proven product emerging in brand new markets all over the world, so they have a track record, and there's global expansion. It's in health and wellness. Guys, everybody is looking to get healthy these days because health is wealth. And this is a true direct sales business. This is not multi-level marketing. It's not one of those pyramid things where, you know, like, hey, go get your 5 friends and then help them get their 5 friends and so on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. No, this is a lot like real estate. It's over and down. So say, for instance, you know, you have an agent and a broker. I would rather be the broker because an agent has to sell a house to make money. But the broker can have 50 different agents working for them, and every single time one of them sells a house, he gets a cut. That's how it works. It's actually so unique that they patented their compensation plan. It's called the 8-point commission system, right? So let's take the K8 for instance, $49.80. And my buddy told me that, and I'm like, okay, no big deal, $50. And he's like, no, dude, it's $4,980. I said, okay, well, you know, I see the value. Can I finance it? And he's like, yeah, you know, there's easy financing for everyone. So every single time a machine is sold, 8 points are paid out to the distributors. And depending on which machine it is determines how much each point is worth. So for the K8, each point is worth $340. Depending on where you are in the business model determines how many points you get. So remember, only 8 points are paid out to the distributors for every sale, okay? So sometimes you get a check for $340, sometimes they're checks for $2,040. It just depends on where you fall into the business model, and I'll go ahead and explain that. Let's say you just got started. It doesn't matter what machine you invest in because they all come with distributor IDs, which is basically a referral code. It's something you would use to share this with a friend or family member. Now, on your first direct sell, you sell to your friend Matt, and he buys a K8. You're gonna get a check for $340. And on your second direct sell, you sell to your friend Mike, and he also buys a K8. You're gonna get another check for $340. Now, that's pretty cool. That's still good money, but that's still linear income. Meaning what? Meaning you sold a machine and you got paid. So where's the leverage in this business? Well, not only did you get paid $340, but you also opened up 2 separate 1-point franchise lanes. So let's say Matt just drinks the water, but Mike likes the business also, and he goes out there and he sells 5 machines. He's gonna get a check 5 times. You are also gonna get a 1-point check 5 times because Mike is in your 1-point franchise lane. Now, on your third direct sell, you sell to your friend Ben. Now, this time you get a check for $680. So why $680 instead of $340? Because you just got promoted. Now you're earning 2 points from every sell in that franchise lane. But Ben is like, okay, this is a cool business. You know, I love the water. I think this can help a lot of people. And he goes out there and he sells 5 machines in his first month. Ben will get 340, 340, 680, 680, 680. But you, since Ben is in your 2-point franchise lane, you're going to get 680, 680, 680, 680, 680. 5 times. That's where the leverage kicks in. Let's say you only sell those 3 machines, Matt, Mike, and Ben. But Ben goes out there and sells 7. Now that you have 10 total group sales, on your next direct sell, you sell to your friend Kim. Now you're gonna get a check for 1,020. Okay, so what do I mean by indirect sales? Meaning you don't need to sell all the machines yourself. That's why there's so much leverage in Enagic. And so after Kim buys her machine, you get 1,020. But Kim has a great network and she goes out there and sells 10 machines. You're gonna get a check for 1,020 10 times because Kim is in your 3-point franchise lane. Again, you get promoted after you have 20 total group sales. And now you bring in your friend Bailey and she buys a K8. You're gonna make 1,360 for 1 machine, guys. Here's the thing. When Bailey goes out there and sells her first 5 machines, Bailey's gonna make 340, 340, 680, 680, 680. But since Bailey is in your 4-point franchise, you're gonna make 1360, 1360, 1360, 1360, 1360, 5 times. That's what got me so excited about Enagic. And then again, you get promoted after you have 50 total group sales. Now you're making 1,700 per machine in that franchise. And oh, here's the thing, guys. There's no D ranking in this business. So once you hit these ranks, you can never go backwards, ever. It's not like those other programs out there where you had to requalify every single month. And then you hit 6A when you get 100 total group sales in your business. Now you're making 2,040. Now, I know what you're thinking. How am I gonna sell 100 of these? When my friend hit 6A, he personally only sold 8 machines. And through those 8 people, he built leaders that got passionate about this water also. And they sold the other 92 and he became a 6A. So he sold 8 machines, but he received over 100 checks. So let me explain the point system really quick, because remember, Enagic only pays out 8 points per sale. Let's say you just sold a machine to your friend Evan, but you're a great leader and you actually help Evan achieve the rank of 4A, and he sells to his friend Julian. Evan's gonna get a check for 1,360. Since you're a 6A, you're probably expecting a $2,040 check, but you only get 1,360. Why is that? Evan took 4 points out of the 8, meaning there was only 4 left over for you. So even though you were a 6-point agent, there were only 4 points left over. And then the person above you gets cut off. That's exactly why this is not multi-level marketing. It's not one of those things where the person at the top makes all the money off the people at the bottom. So what happens after you hit 6A? For the rest of your life, you open up nothing but 6-point franchise lanes every single time you have a direct sell. And if it's outside your 8 points, meaning you would typically be cut off from the commissions, they start to actually pay you an educational bonus of $200 per sale. So after you hit 6A, you get a $3,000 bonus check. But remember, that's not the top rank. To hit 6A2 and Dash 2 and all those, basically what you're doing is helping to build leaders and helping other people achieve the rank of 6A. What really caught my attention was 6A2-3, where you actually get a one-time bonus of $25,000. But that's not it. What got me even more excited was that the company would actually start paying you a $5,000 a month bonus for life, no matter what. So I saw that as an exit strategy because the company doesn't expect you to sell machines forever. You can actually will this down to your children. So no matter what you do in this business, you can pass it down to your kids. And that's going to help you create generational wealth for your family. In Robert Kiyosaki's book, The Cash Flow Quadrant, I actually learned that there are 4 different ways to earn money in this economy. You're either an employee, you're self-employed, you're a business owner, or you're an investor. Now, most people start off as an employee, and that's perfectly fine, but you're basically trading time for money. You're clocking in, you're clocking out, you're getting paid. And one thing I realized is there's 168 hours in the week, and I know for sure you can't work them all, right? So that doesn't work. So that's why a lot of people transition into being self-employed. These are your lawyers, your doctors, your dentists, and their pay goes up, but there's still no leverage because they're still trading time for money. So now they don't have a job, but they own a job. That's why so many people want to be business owners and investors, because as a business owner, you own a system that works for you, that offers you leverage and time freedom. And now that you're ahead of the bills and you have excess money, then you can become an investor. And it doesn't matter what you invest in, but that's when you make the money work for you. A recent survey showed that 84% of the people out there actually have a positive outlook on entrepreneurship, and 51% of them can even imagine themselves starting a business. And 100% of them all drink water. What if you can not only invest in your family's health, but you can also invest in a true global business and have the opportunity to really share this with people all over the world and add value to their family's life also? It's really simple. All you need to do is share the Kangen water. Give it to your loved ones and see what it does for them. You know, people are already buying water anyway. This is just a better water to invest in rather than an expense that they'll have to pay forever. And then share some information, whether it's a video or a website or maybe a brochure, or maybe even sharing your story of what it did for you or one of your family members. And then try to show somebody a live demonstration with their own eyes what this water can do inside their body. And then follow up with them and of course have fun. And remember, this business pays daily, so you never know when you're going to get a nice surprise in the mailbox.